This is Anna J. Dodgson. This is video 3, January 24th, 2019. This is my second day in Hanoi. I arrived yesterday afternoon, had a small walk, and made my way to the lake, where the late great MAGA resistor, he hated MAGA, John McCain, was pulled out by Vietnamese. Kind people. He had a horrible 5-7 years in a prison after that. I'm a little hazy on the details, but he was the son of an admiral, and he was offered an early release. And this is why I have such admiration for him. He refused to leave early, even though he was tortured, had all kinds of injuries, but was kept alive by people who understood the importance of human life. And when he was offered an early release, he refused to be released unless everyone else came with him. And that is the mark of a great human. I was not a great fan of his politics. I loved how he saved the Health Care Act for Americans. I think his daughter hasn't really understood his messages. And here it was. It's just so calm, so peaceful. Good place to be saved from. You know, all they had to do was just leave him there like another 30 seconds, and he would have died, as did so many from this region in Hanoi. But they didn't do that. They pulled him out. That to me is an extraordinary act of grace. So in the distance you see a whole lot of cars. There's a memorial exactly where he was pulled out. That's at the end of that, well, partway in that roadway. But meanwhile, you can see things that are interesting. The French really screwed things up. They were here, and you can see, as I walk around Hanoi, I can see a whole lot of examples of French colonial architecture, where the rich people just sucked and sucked and sucked out of Vietnam. I'm looking at, now a lot of these buildings, of course, have been built in the years since the war. It's very hazy, it's hard to see. Hazy for two reasons. It's foggy, but also there's a lot of burning going on before the new year. Burning rubbish from their fields, you know, kind of like raking forests. I'm sorry, that's a horrible joke. They're not raking forests. No one rakes forests. Only greedy Cittadini in his dreams. This is just so beautiful though. Look at the lady. I've been approached several times by peddlers. People are very poor here. I went to a restaurant last night and there were about 7 people waiting on me, bringing food, doing everything. They told me they're open 24/7. At the hotel there's about 20 people, cleaning, cooking, doing all kinds of things. People work very hard, and you can see too, it's really hard to walk on the sidewalk. The sidewalk people are chopping up pigs, fixing motorbikes, killing roosters, cooking all kinds of great things. I don't eat pigs. Oh. Here we are. So this is for my friends at the ACES Museum primarily, because a lot of people associated with ACES museums are Vietnam veterans, and their youths were destroyed, and their old ages are very hard, and they're not likely to ever get to Vietnam. So I am the eyes and ears of those who were in Vietnam with guns 45, 50, 55 years ago. And I hope I'm doing a good job. Susanna J. Dodgson, peacescientists.org, PEACESCIENTISTS.org. If you go to that website, you can read about the ACES Museum, which is a wonderful labor of love by Dr. Althea Hankins in Germantown, Pennsylvania, 5801 Germantown Avenue. If you're ever anywhere near, do come and visit. And do donate. It takes a lot to run a museum and in a historic building. Susanna J. Dodgson, January 24th, 2019, in Hanoi, Vietnam. God bless you all.